and welcome. I'm John, and this is Unique Wargaming Terrain. Guys, welcome back. This is for everyone that's new, this is the weekly Wednesday Wargaming questions and answers. It's an off-the-cuff video. So what that means is I record it and I upload it. There is no fancy editing skills. You won't see my intro symbol at the beginning. You won't see nothing like that. If there's a transition button, so if there's stuff outside of my control, I have to stop filming until that dies down, you know, heavy rain or loads of noise or whatever it is, you know, I can do that. At the moment there's some really strong wind out there. Like it's kind of weird on me. There's some really strong wind out there, and every so often you hear it rattling away. I think that's why the light is just a little bit weird. But anyway, everyone that's new, these weekly Wednesdays are essentially a Q&A. You guys ask me questions and I answer them. It is primarily model focused, and it is primarily 99.9% of the time GW stuff. There is some terrain questions every so often. There is some general information about myself and what's going on in and around the workshop. So all my regulars here, guys, have a love, thank you very much. Let's begin. Okay, to start off with, just a reminder everyone, I'm still doing commission, less builds, custom terrain pieces and painting. Let me break it all down for you. Custom terrain pieces, speak for yourself. If you're new to the channel, go back and check out the terrain pieces I've made already. Absolutely fantastic. I can make loads of different custom pieces like that. Painting, there are 3 different ways of painting. So I can paint it so it's battle ready. So you can just take it, put it on the table. Take it so it's battle ready, but you want to add washes and dry brushing and all sorts of stuff to it. I can do that. Or you want to take it past battle ready, so it's, you know, if you're regular here, or even if you're new and you check out the painting videos, you often hear me talk about, okay, this is battle ready, but we're taking the next stage now. That's, you know, that's what I mean. And less builds, you know, you may not feel confident enough to put a kit together, or you may not have the space or the time, or you might have the space and time, but you have little hands around the place, you know, or cat or something like that would you don't want to disturb what you're trying to build, especially if you have to glue something and leave it an hour or two to set before you glue the next piece. So again, just, you know, let me know and we'll sort something out. Okay, something was suggested to me as well, which is actually a brilliant idea. So thank you to that person that suggested it to me. I won't mention your name because you spoke to me on Messenger about it. When the Imperium magazine arrives up, and I'm going to try this the next time it arrives. When the Imperium magazine arrives up and I do the review of it on the weekly Wednesday, that weekly Wednesday, don't do a vote. Just review the Imperium magazine, answer some questions and all that. And then for that Monday's painting video from that weekly Wednesday, do it as my choice of what I want to paint. So if I decide, okay, I feel like painting this guy, then I'll just paint that guy. Which is a very good idea, because it gives me a little bit of control on what gets painted. So if I need to get Blade Guard painted up, or I need to get converted Chaos Sorcerer painted up, you know, and it's not getting any votes, then when it is my choice, I could go, right, let me get on with that guy and just do that. Very good idea. Very, you know, thank you for sharing that with me. So I'm going to give it a try. The next time the Imperium magazine arrives up, I'm going to give it a try. I don't know when it is. It could be 2-3 weeks time. I think last week is when I got the Imperium magazine. Or the week before was when I got it, and last week I reviewed it. So it could be another 3 weeks. But anyway, we'll find out. Okay, how is your backlog coming along? By backlog, I presume you mean not pile of shame, because that's nice, just fantasy pieces there. Backlog, I presume you mean the stuff I have to do off camera. It's not coming along as well as I want it to. I can't really do no more work on the game that I'm working on. I should have had that finished by the end of February, but you know, things just got on top of me. But with work, little one, when I do have spare time, I'm trying to get stuff done here. I mean, like tonight, when I'm making the dinner, I'll do a few bits, just gluing a few bits together and stuff like that. Still haven't even finished the other 10 blood letters, which is a pain in the backside because just want to get them done. But it's not coming as long as well as I would have liked, but it's making progress. I still have 10 bloodletters, 40 horrors or 39 horrors to do. I have 2 Cataphan destroyers to do off camera. I have a host of Space Marines, as I showed you last week, to sort out and finish sorting them out. There's some Eldari bits here, like there's a Wraith Lord that I need to finish fixing and sorting out. I've actually took a piece off the jet bike to use as his helmet, his head, because I can't find that anywhere. There's a quick question for your Eldari players there. I'm asking you a question. With the weapon platforms, okay, I could probably find this out when I go into the model shop, but with the weapon platforms, can they still be a weapons platform with 2 guys as a unit? Or do they have to be assigned to a unit of Guardians, say? I can find out when I go to model shop, but just, if you guys know beforehand, just let me know, because I've got 3 weapon platforms sitting here with the crew, and I don't know if I can, if that's with a squad of Guardians, it's not a problem, because I can just get a squad of Guardians and start making them that way, as I would need Guardians anyway. I'm waffling on too fast, I do apologise. Your Fire Dragons painting video Monday is another masterpiece. I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of them painted. Do you have the painting colours already decided, or do you just paint as you go? Well, first of all, thank you. They're actually a joy to paint. Sometimes I do have colours in mind. Other times I'm not. I just paint as I go. With those Fire Dragons in particularly, because they were close to winning the vote, and it was between them and I think the Chaos Lord one week. Chaos Lord won, but I was in a good place with hours and time, so I was going to attempt to do both, but I wasn't able to. So I'd already planned out what I was going to do with those. Now with the Bloodthirster, again, I sort of already planned out what I was going to do, the custom build Bloodthirster I did. But things like the, I'm looking at the Blood Crushers over there, the Blood Crushers. I had a rough idea with the rider, and I needed to do the Juggernaut different to make it look stand out, make it look so different. And as I was starting to do some work on it, that's when that came to me. So that would paint as you go, but I try to have a colour scheme or a base colour scheme, base colour that I'm going to use, and then try and work from that. So if I said, let's say for example, I'm going with dark blue, well then I'm going to go with a few lighter blues just to give me highlights and edge highlighting and stuff like that. Lothern blue comes to mind as well. That I love using that colour because I think it looks fantastic, and it's a low paint. I love low paints. But with like my Space Marine chapter, because it has to be that colour, that is literally paint as you go. This, unfortunately, but yeah, it's 50-50, I say. Any new rumours about 10th edition? Guys, at the moment there's so much going around about 10th edition. There's so many different rumours. It's bonkers. And the thing I would like to believe is if 80% of what we're hearing is true. You know, I'm talking things like obviously we Space Marines in the box game, Tyranids having a whole new range refresh. That'd be fantastic. The Lions Awakening, Lionel Johnson, the Dark Angels Primarch, which, you know, if that is happening, fantastic. The Emperor's Children coming into 10th at some point, probably towards the end, again, fantastic. But these are all rumours at the moment. The only thing I know, I'm not know for sure, but I'm fairly confident with, is that it's going to be Space Marines Tyranids in the box game. That's been confirmed by so many different people on the rumour side of it all. But the box art is going to be like, or the models painted up to be presented to shown to everyone will be Blood Angels. But there's probably going to be generic Space Marines, maybe with like a sprue of Blood Angel bits to go on. But there's also rumours about the Angels of Death. So anyone who doesn't know what the Angels of Death are, that's Dark Angels and Blood Angels in the same codex as there was before. Which again, if if it is going to be Blood Angels and Tyranids in the, or sorry, Space Marines and Tyranids in the box game with Blood Angel add-ons, it might be Space Marines with Tyranids in the box game, but you're going to have a sprue of Blood Angels and a sprue of Dark Angel bits to add on to them to make them, which I think would be fantastic. There's loads of other rumours, and some of them I go, that's not true. No, that can't be true. But then you look back at 9th edition, and they talk about Leagues of Voltan. You're like, sorry, squats at the time. No. Also now we've got League of Voltan, which is squats. So, I mean, I'm not holding my breath when I say this is definite, but there is a lot of rumours going around, and I would like to say if 80% of them are true, we're having an absolutely fantastic time. You know, 9th edition has been amazing. It is the hottest thing at the moment. And if 10th goes the same way, it's just going to be absolutely bonkers. And I think 10th is due to be out next summer. So get your pennies together and start saving your pennies up. I would imagine it's going to be around 150 to 170 euros, I would imagine, for the box game. Whatever that is in pounds or dollars, I don't know. But I'm saving change up and saving, you know, just trying to, I want to get 2 copies, because if there's the amount of models in that as there is was in the Indominus, that sort of scale, then I want double. I want 2 amounts. But hopefully GW doesn't print a certain amount this time. Hopefully they print over what they need, and we can still get copies a few weeks after launch. There's one other thing I want to show you before we go to the vote. Right, we've got these. I'm only showing you this because it's Halloween coming up. And if I don't show you now, I'll show you afterwards. Some of you go, oh, you should show this before that. These are creepy, tasty Bones lollipops. Okay, the kids' sweets. But here's the fantastic part about them. It's a hand. It's a plastic, bony hand. Now, I'm probably going to use this on a terrain piece. If I had the hands coming out, something like that. But because it's plastic, you can glue stuff to it. You can put some green stuff on it to make it look even crazier. But this one comes, yeah, this one that she has, my little one doesn't like them. She opened doesn't like it. This one that came out, look at that. There is some detail on that as well. There's some nice ridges on there. I think it would take some washes and Connor's paint pretty well. But there's hands and there's feet. I don't know how the feet would work on terrain piece, but the hands will look fantastic. I just can't leave them over here because it's food. I don't want to attract any unwanted animals. So what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to bring you down and show you the vote. And let's see what we've got up for this week. Right, as always, I've switched one box away, so there's still only 2 boxes you're voting from. So we have Striking Scorpions from the Odari. We have the Engineer from the Admech. We have the First Sister. I wouldn't be surprised if she starts getting votes, but the First Sister's there. We have the Blade Guard Veterans. We have the Eradicators. We have a Blade Guard Ancient. We have the Captain with the Shield. We have Chaos Knights. There is more of them, but just one in there rather than just fill the whole box up. I don't know why this sneaky lieutenant's still there. He's not part of that. So we've done a painting video on him. We have Handy Banshees. We have Swooping Hawks. We have Morgan Rao. We have a converted Chaos Celestial Sorcerer. We have some Eldari Rangers. We have the Bloodletters. We have the other captain here. We have a Librarian. We have what's his name? The old guy I glued up. Waltsnagger, is that his name? I think that's his name. And we have the Nurgle Chaos Sorcerer over there. Right, how do you cast your vote for everyone that's new? All you need to do is comment on this video what you want to see painted up Monday. And the one with the most votes gets painted up. in the event of multiple models having a tie vote, we do a D6 roll off. If I can actually roll the dice without dropping on the floor this time. You can vote for 2, 3, 4 things if you want, it's not a problem. As I always say, it all needs to be painted. If you have any questions for me, just chuck comment below, or you can go to Unique Wargaming Terrain Facebook page. There's a messenger button there, you can whack that and just speak to me via messenger. If it's a question I think you need an answer for straight away, then I'll give you the answer, but then I'll address it in the following weekly Wednesday for everyone else to help everyone else. Any comments or suggestions, chuck them below, guys, or message me on Messages, not a problem. The voting for the models, I look at it Friday afternoon. It should be 12 o'clock, but I'm not usually back until 2, half 2. So that's when I usually look at what's been voted on for Monday's painting video. And then if it needs prep work, like it needs to be gravelled or it needs to be undercoated, I start that from Friday evening. So then come Monday, I've done bits and pieces. Oh, it's gone really weird on me again. Sorry guys, the thing is that's the wind blowing outside. There's a horrible storm out there. Yeah, I have most of it done Saturday, do some Sunday, and then try and finish it Monday, so I'm not under pressure myself. My holiday didn't go through, so I'm not on holiday. Should have been this week, but there was too many people away, so I wasn't able to take it. So I've still got loads of holiday dates. So hopefully they'll come up soon. But everyone that's not subscribed to the channel, that's looking at the channel for the first time, please subscribe, guys. Turn your notifications, because it costs you absolutely nothing, but it helps the channel in a big way. And the more the channel grows, the more content I can do and bring to you. So guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for everyone that's subscribed. Until next time, take it easy, guys.